You are listening to the Spiritual Warrior Coach with Barbara Savin, the podcast for discovering how powerful your wisdom, compassion, and courage is. Get ready to join Barbara and her guests as they explore and offer you advice on how to reclaim your power, your energy, and your authentic self. And now, here's the host of the show, Barbara Savin.
Thank you for joining me today, and welcome to the Spiritual Warrior Coach podcast. I am your host, Barbara Savin, and I am here to help you reclaim your power, your energy, and your authentic self. You know, I am a certified clinical and medical hypnotherapist, Reiki master and teacher, energy healing specialist, life coach, and best-selling author of Gentle Energy Touch, The Beginner's Guide to Hands-on Healing. You know, I have been helping my clients for over 35 years, and the older I get, the more wisdom seems to come through. So isn't it time that you believe in yourself? You know, your mind is going to provide you with your greatest challenges in life because it's so very, very powerful. So let's use it for positive thinking, creating harmony, balance, peace, love, happiness, and anything else that your heart desires. Because one day the world will tap you on your shoulder and say, this is your time to shine. And speaking about shining, I'm going to bring on my guest, Veronica Zimmerman. She is truly a shining star. Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing so good. I'm so excited to be here, Barbara. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for joining us today. You know, we're going to talk about crystals and a whole bunch of great things. And I want to tell my listeners a little bit about you. You know, Veronica Zimmerman was born and raised in Southern California, and she is currently the CEO of Moon Citizens, LLC. It is a crystal supply e-commerce business established in 2021. And out of Veronica's deep passion and personal healing journey with crystals. And Veronica has always been passionate about self-improvement and struggling with her weight for the greatest part of her life. Veronica sought a permanent solution, which resulted in her obtaining personal training and nutrition certificates from the nationally accredited NASM. And Veronica is currently growing her customer base as well as her social media presence. And her goal is to bring love and light to her clients through the power of crystals, meditation, and wellness. And Veronica still, continues to reside in Southern California with her fiance and her puppy, Sophie. So welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just so excited to share the passion I've accumulated for crystals. And it's been a long journey, but I'm really glad I'm here.
Oh yeah, I am too. You know, I love crystals.
Oh, me too.
I've been purchasing crystals now for about, I want to say 35 or maybe even 40 years.
It's a long time.
A long time. And, you know, some remain in my home, some remain in my office space. And then for whatever reason, I feel the need to give some away. So I've been, actually my granddaughter and my daughter has been getting nice pieces of crystals from me the past few months. So yeah.
Ooh, lucky.
I know. And they're into it. So, you know,
great.
It's nice to see that they enjoy the crystals, they know the meaning of them now, and it makes me happy, you know, and I've also given crystals away to my clients. So, you know, knowing that that's something that they need at that particular time. So I just love crystals. And how did you get into all this?
Oh, so I want to say when I was about 4 years old, there was a store at the mall that's close to my house called the National Geographic Store. They've gone out of business years ago. But I got this box and it had maybe 20 different stones in it. I remember one of them being pyrite, obsidian, sulfur. I'm pretty sure it's sulfur. It's bright yellow. It's a beautiful neon color. And I actually went to my parents' house to see if it was still there. My mom said she might still have it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find it. But it started at a very young age, and I was just very, very drawn to these crystals. I loved the way they felt. I didn't know why. Now that I'm learning that children are more open to nature and they're more connected, more grounded. And that was my first experience with crystals.
Wow. So yeah, it's amazing how that is. It sounded like mine also when I lived in Staten Island. And this is going back when I was in my 30s. So it was like a long time.
That was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Thank you very much. But there was a crystal store, and my niece and I, not feeling very well, you could say, decided to go into this crystal store. And that's when it all began. I started buying some crystals. I started buying some angels, and some, a dream catcher like what you have behind you.
My chakra dream catcher.
Yes, it's beautiful. And then it all began to integrate, and I understood why I was purchasing them. And the thing is, what the nice thing about it is that when you go into a crystal store, I mean, there's hundreds of crystals everywhere. But when you pick up one that resonates and it feels right. And I would say, wow, this one feels so different than this one.
You literally feel it vibrate.
Yeah, it vibrates. And that's what you have to take home.
Right. That's the one that's meant for you. They say, how do I know which crystal's right for me? Well, they say within a nanosecond, you can pick the right crystal for you because your body already knows what it wants.
Exactly. What it wants, what it needs, what the purpose. We may not know the purpose for it at that moment, but it does give us information thereafter.
Yeah.
Part
of I got away from crystals for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. And I was on Amazon and bought this box of crystals. As you know, I've seen you for on and off for about 10 years now. And you were the one who taught me that it's so important to meditate. So I was going through so much anxiety, didn't really want to leave the house. It was about October of 2020. And this box arrived, and I had my little incense and my pillow for meditation. And this is a forewarning for everybody that you have to cleanse your crystals. It is so important. I didn't cleanse these crystals, and my anxiety got so much worse.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, it said on the pamphlet, cleanse your crystals in water. And I didn't really think much of it. I did do that, and it kind of dissipated, but it kind of scared me for a little bit. So I took a few months off of it. And then slowly but surely, maybe 4 or 5 months later, I just felt so drawn to them. Like, why did I let that go?
Yeah.
And I went to the local crystal shop. And one thing that people might experience going into a crystal shop is that it is overwhelming because there's so much energy.
Yes.
It's so much energy. So,
all right. Okay. So I know when I go into a crystal store, what happens to me is I actually vibrate, that I actually have to constantly wash my hands in cold water.
Yes. Washing your hands in cold water. And especially if you get home, wash them with salt.
Yeah.
Salt really cleanses a lot of negative energy.
So when you went in the crystal store, how did you feel?
I didn't eat that morning, but I was so nauseated. I kept getting hot. So one thing I would do is just make sure you have the proper meal before you go. And to ground yourself before you go, do a grounding meditation. You have a great grounding meditation that I like to do.
Oh, thank you.
And just make sure you're in a good space, because that you could also pick up some maybe negative crystals if you're not in the right space.
Well, because so many people have touched them.
And it holds energy. It literally holds. There's some stones that won't hold any energy, like selenite, but most of the stones can hold on to negative energy.
Yeah, and so now before we get into like how crystals are formed and things like that, how do you cleanse your crystals?
Oh, so there's several ways to cleanse them: salt water, regular water, the sun. A lot of stones are not water safe, so do your research on that before you put them in water. Selenite, I'm blanking on the name of it's a blue kyanite, black kyanite.
Oh yeah.
Black tourmaline. There's many stones that they will literally fall apart in water. And I'm sure you've heard of malachite. Malachite can release a toxic substance in water so don't ever cleanse your malachite in water. You can also sage stones, use Palo Santo, use incense. There's many ways to cleanse a stone without using the water.
I know what I do many times is I purchased, well, I have sage.
Oh, you showed me.
Yes, I have, but I also have the sage spray.
Yes.
Which I then do that. And then, after I cleanse it, I then put it out in the sun for like an hour or so, because the sun energizes it. It also cleanses it. Right.
It does charge it. Some stones shouldn't be left out in the sun too long because they can fade. And then they don't. My mom, we were in Arizona, maybe when I was 5 or 6 years old, and she bought this beautiful amethyst cut base. It's basically, it still has the rock behind it, but it's the amethyst clusters. And she's left it outside all these years, and it's barely purple now.
Oh yeah.
But it was a beautiful deep purple when we first got it.
Yeah, I usually keep them outside for maybe an hour, and then I bring them back. I rinse them off or spray sage, the sage spray. And then what I do is I put them in my hand. I mean, if you can, I mean, some stones are huge, and you set your intention, know. So is that what you do? You do the same?
I do set my intention, and I love to meditate with my stones. I like to have a grounding stone with me, so I'm grounded while working with the upper chakras, the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and the crown. I know there's even more chakras above the crown chakra and below.
So now, what is the ground? Like, what grounding stone do you use?
I love black tourmaline. Obsidian works. Mostly the black stones are the best stones for grounding.
Yeah, I love my
particular grounding stone that you love.
My obsidian.
I see you wear that all the time.
Yes, well, it protects my energy.
Right, and you have the best energy.
Well, thank you. But yeah, it protects me from just outside interference, and also because it's silver. Silver is like a mirror that reflects. So, sending it back to the sender with love and light and healing, if anything comes at me that is, you could say, a little bit unwanted. And that happens. It occasionally does happen. But I wear this one. I mean, I have a rose quartz, I have a turquoise, I have tons of citron. So, I switch off every now and then. But yeah, this is seems to be my go-to crystal, you could say.
I should start wearing a grounding crystal. I'm always wanting to wear the really fancy ones, the purple ones that work with the third eye. So my intuition is, but maybe even combine the two, like tourmaline and turquoise. I mean, that would be really beautiful, because jewelry, they're also stones and they also protect you.
My granddaughter just my daughter just got into making crystal bracelets.
Oh, how fun.
They went to
I've been wanting to learn that.
Oh, I know. They went to this they live in La Crescenta, to this special store that has a whole bunch.
The one you were telling me about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now they're so into it. I mean, I walked into her room the other day and she must have had like 20 crystals.
I want to get one from her.
Yes, they're beautiful. I said to her, oh my God, you should start making them and selling them. They're beautiful.
Yes.
And they're very, when I didn't physically touch them, but I just scanned to feel the energy of it. And they were pretty powerful.
Oh yeah. Which ones was she working with?
She had amethyst, she had citron, she had some clear quartz. She did some angel light.
Ooh, that's a really popular one right now.
Yes, the angel light. So there's quite many of them that are very popular, and surprisingly, she knew just which ones to put with each other.
There's
So
so much information out there now
mhm,
with being able to do a search on Google, anytime you want to find the meaning, there's just so much information, crystal pairing, which ones work best together, which ones you
mhm,
shouldn't put together,
right.
and which ones that can be harmful if you use them too much. There's such
So much
great
information.
information.
Yeah. And the thing was with all that information, you have to make sure that it resonates with you, that it feels right, because somebody else's truth may not be yours. So
Exactly.
yeah, you have to make sure it feels right.
I'm sure you've heard of moldavite.
Yes.
Oh, that's a scary stone. I would suggest that you really be in the right space to work with it. I've never gotten moldavite.
No,
I
I
don't want it in my house.
haven't.
Things can turn around really quick.
Yes,
So
it does.
it's
Yeah, that's why the basic ones are probably, if you're a beginner
right.
and even intermediate, I would say just stick with a lot of the, just the basic
Right.
ones.
Yes. Big
And
disclaimer, wait till you're a very advanced crystal user to use
yes,
moldavite.
yeah. And again, like you mentioned before, they must be cleansed, because
Oh,
if
yes.
it's not, you're gonna just bring in all that energy from
Right.
everybody else that has touched them.
What can happen is that these stones come from other countries, Madagascar, Brazil, and the people mining them, they might have past life issues that can go into the stone that can hold that energy.
Mhm.
And so, like I said, with the crystals that I bought off of Amazon, that was kind of a scary experience. So it's so important to cleanse them.
Yeah, and I tell everyone, please, and even if you purchase any jewelry, crystal
Yes.
jewelry or bracelets, you have to cleanse them, because someone else, as you mentioned, has touched them.
Yeah.
And it's we have a tendency, especially if we're empathetic, to pick up other people's energies, and then we don't know why we don't feel well.
Exactly.
So
Sometimes when you close your eyes and you're holding a stone, you can actually see the aura off the stone. I don't know if you've experienced that.
mhm.
I received some stones from somebody and they were cleansed, but they still had like a black aura around them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, these ones aren't for me. And if you feel that somebody else might need them, you can give it to them. Maybe not with black energy, but
yeah, or you try to cleanse it the best you can, and tell them to cleanse it too.
right, right.
But yeah, if I give anything away, it's something that I know has, love and light and healing and peace and calm, good energy.
Yeah, some of those could be like rose quartz, amethyst, a grounding stone. A lot of the quartz are, they open up the chakras.
Right. And that, yeah, we're going to talk about that. But I'm curious, how actually are crystals formed?
Well, from my understanding, they are formed deep within the earth, and it's very, very hot liquid that cools rapidly. Like, I know like obsidian is actually lava, like cooled lava.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, obsidian. There's another one that it slipped my mind.
Yeah, well, if you remember, just
I'll let you know.
Yeah, I forget.
Old age of mine.
Oh, yeah, we're talking. Old age.
Won't allow.
We all have those like crazy moments of forgetfulness,
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah, well, me too. It sometimes actually happens with some of my clients, which is not good, but it does happen.
Yeah.
We have so much going on, but so crystals. I know there's a lot of caves, and I know crystals come from Brazil, from Mexico, from
The US.
the US. Yeah. Is there any particular area that we should look to buy crystals from? Whether they're from the United States or Brazil, or does it matter?
I don't think it matters, just as long as they're ethically sourced, and try to find a retailer that sells ethically sourced crystals.
Okay.
And authentic crystals. I know that sometimes that can be really hard to come by, but there are methods you can test the crystals, because they're on the Mohs hardness scale. So the softer stones can scratch the harder stones. Like a diamond is the hardest stone.
Yes.
So just make sure, like, let's put it this way, a lot of the citrines come out of Brazil.
Okay.
And a lot of the rare stones, like there's one called charoite, and it comes out of Russia. It was founded in the 1940s, but it didn't really get popular to the 70s. I don't know if you've ever seen charoite. It's beautiful.
I don't think so.
I have one right here.
You do? Oh, let me see.
So this is charoite.
Oh, that is pretty. Oh, wow. That's polished already, right? It's not in the raw.
Yes, this is cut and polished.
Right.
Most stones are. A lot of the stones don't come out as points. But what's really popular right now are the points.
Okay.
To put in your home decor. I know tumbled stones are really popular. Say when you go out, you put one in your purse. I know some people who put them like in the top of their bra. It's just to keep them protected. Right. Yeah. So charoite works with the third eye, and it actually connects the third eye and the crown chakra together. It's great for intuition. I love meditating with this. You get such a great meditative experience with charoite, and not to mention the beautiful deep, these purple hues. There's just so many different color purples. I have another one here. There's different grades of charoite. This one's not as expensive because it's a deeper purple, but you can see there's more of an electric purple color. So they still have the same properties and they do the same thing, but they're just beautiful, beautiful stones.
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, so you meditate with that to open your intuitive abilities?
I do, and I found that since I've gotten it, I am a lot more intuitive. Like yesterday, a friend, maybe it's just a coincidence, No
coincidences.
Some people are like, okay, like I don't want to hear about it. But I had a friend who her dog wasn't feeling very well, and I want to say a minute before I was thinking about her and the dog, and then boom, a text pops up.
Oh,
it's happening so much lately. I'm wondering what's going on.
Those intuitive abilities is just that energetic connection.
Yeah. Because I get a crystal ball. I told her, she's like, you're a little psychic.
Well, that's what happens.
I'm psychic all the time. I can tell him what somebody's gonna say at a dinner table, and I was like, oh my God, can't believe she told me that before this happened. So
it happens. We can, and it's not that we're being intrusive in any way. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just there. And it's like a knowing without really knowing why we know.
Yeah. And it's just like the thought will pop into your head, and then you won't really think about it. And then maybe a few minutes later, a few hours later, boom.
There it is.
Happens.
It happens.
I really think people should trust their intuition.
They really should, because it's like, I know an example, like I'm driving in my car and I'm lost. And all of a sudden, this feeling, the intuitive feeling says, go right. But this says, no, go left. And then I listen to this and I end up saying to myself, I knew I should have gone right.
But you question that.
Yes.
I should have gone right. And then you're like, no, you second guessed yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like that first feeling that we get, that feeling never lies to us.
Yeah.
And it's the same with going into a crystal store. If you pick up a crystal and it feels right, that's the one that you need to bring home.
Exactly. I remember I've walked into several crystal shops. Some I don't feel connected with any of the crystals and I just don't purchase anything, but you really need to feel connected to a crystal. I know my fiance really likes the stone Larimar. Have you heard of Larimar?
No. Wow. I'm learning today.
Beautiful. So the charoite and Larimar are the rare stones that are really becoming more popular. So I have a couple pieces of Larimar here. I have one semi-polished and then one slab.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
So
So
that's
this one's
like a greenish
it's
white or?
it's a blue. It's like
Oh,
a
a blue.
sky blue. Yeah, it might be a little different on the computer,
Mhm.
but it almost looks like the tropical ocean.
It does.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So
And
it's
now
a very
what do you use those for?
these are a very calming stone. Allows you to communicate and find the right words when you're having trouble. But my fiance is so drawn to it.
Wow. So,
I had him put one in his car and one on his nightstand, and they're becoming very popular. There's a very small supply in the Dominican Republic, so
oh,
they're very rare. And I was lucky to get these slabs. Very
that's
lucky.
beautiful.
I know, so beautiful.
And so, can that be cleansed? Did you cleanse that and put it in the sun or didn't you?
I don't suggest cleansing raw stones
Okay.
because this is raw form. So this hasn't been polished. I have the SKU number on the back for my website, but it's still a little dusty from shipment. But I would just say maybe put it in salt.
Okay. Oh, just
wouldn't-
plain salt? Like what kind of salt?
I just use regular sea salt.
Oh, okay, sea salt. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the coarse one then.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
be careful when setting it in there. It can scratch the stones.
Okay.
But if they're rough and raw, I mean, they're already pretty scratched up, you know?
Yeah. So then you just like put it in a bowl. Do you cover it completely with the salt?
I do cover it completely, yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
I do put it in a bowl. So like the polished stones, I don't really suggest using salt. I would, if it's a water safe stone, I would just use water.
Just
Just
water.
run it under cold water, lukewarm water.
And do you put that particular one out in the sun after? So explain.
I
So you put it in the salt, and then what do you do after you take it out of the salt?
I set my intention with it.
Oh, so okay.
So this one I think could go underwater. The backside is rough.
Oh, okay.
See
Mhm.
that, but
It's
the front
different.
it's basically semi-polished.
Okay.
So one side's polished, one's not.
And what is that called again?
It's Larimar.
Larimar. Oh, I
It's
haven't heard
becoming
of.
very popular, especially in jewelry.
Oh, really? So then
Mhm.
you can make like a bracelet and things like that
Mhm.
out of it.
If you can find the beads, yeah.
Or if you can find it, yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
I wonder if my granddaughter, I should maybe ask her.
You should definitely tell her.
Yeah, ask her if she
Yeah.
can find the beads for that.
It's beautiful.
So that's one that you shouldn't really put, in water. And what are the other ones that you shouldn't put in water?
Malachite,
Malachite.
tourmaline.
Okay.
I've actually seen tourmaline just break in half.
Wow.
So it's that fragile. So it has a lower, it scales lower on the Mohs hardness scale.
On the most hard. Now, I know this may be a crazy question, but what happens when a crystal breaks and you haven't?
Oh, I have one to show you.
Oh.
So I have this beautiful fluorite, and you can see
Oh,
the tip broke off. It fell. And my TikTok, I have a TikTok that I share information about crystals and Instagram, and this got a lot of publicity. So what had happened is I was taking photos for the website, and the backdrop that I used fell over on the stone, and the stone just fell off the desk.
okay,
And it
fell
broke
on the
off.
floor. Wow.
It fell on the floor. And this was one that was for sale. And I mean, it's just such a beautiful, there's a lot of greens and considered a
Beautiful.
rainbow fluorite. And so I did some research. You hear things like, oh, a broken stone's bad luck. I really don't think it's bad luck. What can happen is that it could be not a part of your journey anymore.
Oh,
So
I never thought of
you
that.
carry it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you've already had, it has already helped you. Now you can give it to somebody else. If it's not totally mangled, then I say cleanse it and keep it and see. And if it breaks again, then maybe it's really not for you. But I've heard several stories about fluorite just breaking out of nowhere.
Wow.
So
what happens clear quartz, say you purchase it and it's clear. And then after, I don't know, maybe a year, all of a sudden you see black things in it.
Really? I have some here. I haven't had that experience yet.
So I wonder what happened. I wonder if it's like absorbing bad energy.
Clear quartz, it's known as the master healer, and it absorbs negative and positive energy. So, and it also radiates negative or positive energy. So you have to be really careful with clear quartz and make sure you cleanse it. Salt, water. If it's polished, be careful with the salt and the clear quartz. It could scratch it. But sometimes you don't want to pair crystal quartz with other stones because it can amplify the energy, like moldavite. I know moldavite is so popular right now with the younger group of people because they want these big transformations, and this can cause a transformation that might not be so good for you.
So they have to be careful what they put together with it.
Right.
What is what can you put together with, say, a crystal, that particular
clear quartz?
Yeah.
I'd say any of the heart chakra stones, like rose quartz, rhodonite, rhodochrosite, emerald. I have some beautiful raw emeralds. Let me see. I do have a piece of
those are beautiful behind you. Oh my.
Oh, I know.
Wow. Okay.
I want to keep them all for myself, but they have to go home sometime.
So is that your collection for you?
This is not my collection. This is part of the website.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are. My citrine, well, actually my pyrite is a beautiful stone. So this pairs great.
Oh, that's pyrite. Oh, I wonder if, I actually gave that to my granddaughter. What does that signify, the pyrite?
So it basically keeps someone focused, like for work, for exercise, to just accomplish a goal.
Yeah, I gave her that. It's weird that I gave her that, and I don't know why I gave it to her, but I just gave it to her.
Oh, really?
And mine was a little bigger than that, actually.
They're so beautiful.
Oh, they're beautiful. And it was sitting on my, I have a little thing here. Yeah. And I just, one day just brought it over and gave it to her.
That's amazing. Maybe it's part of her journey right now.
It could very well be. So I know it's for clarity, for confidence, success, things like such as that.
It pairs great with citrine because citrine is known as the merchant stone, which I have a citrine right here.
I love citrine. Oh, I love citrine.
Me too. It's great to put next to your computer if you want to manifest abundance or wealth. And pairing these together keeps you focused so you can manifest abundance.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I always keep them together. I actually put them right. I have a little laptop stand, so my neck's not down like this all day. And I put them right next to each other.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And I also like to, when I'm journaling, I have a manifestation journal. I've found that writing things out just really helps me feel better. I do it first thing in the morning, and it is after I do a grounding meditation, I move right into my journaling, and I put this right on the other side of the paper.
Interesting. The citrine.
And
I know I have, actually I gave my daughter a big citrine. I just brought it
very hard to come by right now.
The other day I gave her citrine, and I feel I gave it to her for protection, but also she's been going for her PhD.
Ooh.
And for some reason and I had that, the citrine was this big. I had the citrine, I say, for 30 years. And for some reason, every time I looked at it, it said, Sandra has to have it. So, I gave it to my daughter the other day.
They're so hard to come by right now.
I know.
There's really only several mines that mine real citrine. Now, a lot of the citrine on the market is actually heat treated amethyst. And so I don't know if I have one actually, you know what I do? So you can actually see the difference. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, I have those. Mm-hmm.
So one of the, like something that with it like more of an orangey tint is going to be heat treated amethyst, which it basically, all that is that amethyst is heated up and it changes color. Now citrine does the same thing. It's amethyst. It just takes longer under the earth to change into the light yellow. Real citrine is like light yellow to like a dark smoky gold. So
I'm looking to see what I have in my room here. Actually, I have things all over my house. You know, I don't have any in this room. I have a big selenite.
Oh, that's a great. I have a selenite right here. That is such an amazing stone. And
yeah, I have the same thing.
These are so popular. And first of all, when you hold them, it's so cool, and you literally can feel like the very calming energy radiating off of it.
Does that help cleanse other
yes, that's what I was just going to touch on. Okay. Yes, it does. So what I like to do is keep selenite near the stones that need cleansing. Like as soon as you use them, a lot of stones need cleansing right away. So I just keep this right around the stones, and it can absorb that negative energy.
Yeah, I love that. I have the same. Let me look at mine. Mine is really heavy.
Oh, how pretty!
I have a real big one. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And I love this. I love this one.
Don't put that one in water.
No, I didn't.
That one, it will actually just dissolve.
They'll dissolve. Yeah. So what I do is I bring it home. I set my intention, and I put it out in the sun. I say maybe 5 minutes because I wasn't too sure about it, because I know it really doesn't need cleansing, the selenite, because it's self-cleansing for some reason.
It is. And it doesn't hold on to any negative energy.
Oh yeah, which is great. So yeah, I have them all over the place. And I buy the the wands of them, and then I put them around all my crystals so that it keeps it clear.
Yeah.
So what are like, in your opinion, what are the most popular crystals for people to purchase?
One of them is clear quartz. As I said, it's a master healer. It works with all the chakras and can connect them all together. Using with a grounding stone is probably your best bet. I wouldn't pair it with others. If you're on your beginning of your crystal journey, I wouldn't use anything other than a grounding stone with clear quartz.
And the grounding stone again, what did you say? What stone was that?
My favorite is black tourmaline. This is black tourmaline.
Right.
And be careful with black tourmaline. As I said, it can break apart, and little pieces will break off when you hold it. So make sure you pick those up in case you have some doggies or kitties. Make sure you pick up those pieces.
So if it breaks off, what should you do with those pieces?
I just throw them out. I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but you can bury them.
Okay, put them in the earth. Yeah.
Right. So the earth can reabsorb them.
Yeah, because I know when some of mine break off, I usually put it in my backyard. I put it
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or sometimes I actually just I mean, if it's like really tiny, right. I'll maybe throw it away.
Yeah, these are really tiny, like microscopic pieces. So I don't really, I just want to get them off the floor so Sophie won't eat them.
Yeah. So, all right. So
selenite too. And silicite.
Yeah. So what other popular crystals are there?
This is a new one. So this is larvikite. It's a beautiful stone. It kind of has some grays and blacks, and same kind of purpose as black tourmaline, grounding, getting connected with earthly energies.
So can you use that like to protect your energy, or?
Yes, any grounding stone.
Any grounding stone is used for protection. Okay, so that's good to know. So do you sometimes, this may be a crazy question, but, like I know when I go into places where there's a lot of people, I always make sure I have my obsidian, but I also, in my bag, I'll put an amethyst, a rose quartz, and a citron.
That's a really good combination.
Yeah, just to protect me.
Right. Yes, I would say if, concerts, I feel very overwhelmed going into the mall. There's just usually so many people and so many different energies. And I like to keep a grounding stone with me, or wear one when I, put it like in my pant pocket, since it's really close to the root chakra, because it works directly with the root chakra.
Okay. Yeah. And that's our grounding,
Exactly.
So talking about the chakras, are there particular stones that you use for each chakra?
Yes. And there's a plethora of different stones that you can use with your chakras. I can't say it correctly. I know it's chakras.
Chakras. I think it's chakras.
You're right. That is exactly. I'm pretty sure it originates in India. Am I right?
The chakras?
Yeah.
I think it wasn't. Yeah.
It's very, very interesting learning about them. And I lost 150 pounds with diet and exercise, and I'm just learning now about chakric foods and how you can eat certain foods with your chakras to help balance them.
Interesting. So, well, I know the root is red.
Root is red. So red peppers, red potatoes, red kidney beans, obviously whole foods that come from the earth and nothing processed. So if you get that cup of fries at McDonald's, even though it's in a red
red container, that doesn't work that way.
No, unfortunately. Maybe they're trying to make it work that way, but those kind of foods will really unground you.
Yeah. And so, all right. So that's for the red chakra, the root. So then you have the sacral, which is orange, I believe. Orange.
Yes. Sunstone. I do have a sunstone. It's not in this room, but actually I do have one. They're beautiful. They have a very warm energy to them.
Yes.
The orange speckles in this stone actually shimmer. They're beautiful. But it really connects you. The sacral chakra is about childhood trauma and sexuality, and it really connects you with that area.
All that worry and fear and insecurity.
Exactly.
I mean,
anxiety.
Emotion that doesn't really serve us a lot of purpose. So So that would be good. Like, say, if someone has a lot of anxiety or worry or fear or insecurities, they should meditate with that type of stone.
Right. As a disclaimer, definitely see your doctor if you're suffering. Don't use these as like a main modality. Definitely go and see your doctor and see what they have to say. But I've noticed that when I meditate with it, I do feel better and my anxiety is a lot lower.
Okay. What foods do you eat for that?
Orange foods. So bell pepper. I'm pretty sure eggs are part. I know a lot of spiritual people are vegan. So I still eat, meat. So I'm trying to think.
Orange juice.
I was just reading about it. It slipped my mind. Basically orange foods, oranges.
Yeah, like tangerines.
And everything should be organic to really work with those chakras.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Why put those pesticides and all that other?
It will lower your vibration.
Yeah, which people don't understand. To the best we can is to buy organic.
Right.
All right. So then we have here is the solar plex.
Yes.
Which is yellow.
Yes.
And so God, I can't even think of yellow foods. Why can't I think of
yellow bell peppers? Eggs are a part of the solar plexus. Foods that give you energy. So basically whole foods, because you need energy for, your ego and self-determination. Working with citrine and pyrite are great for the solar plexus chakra as well. Yes.
And then, of course, the heart is green, and it could be pink.
And pink, yes. So I'll show you one of these beauties back here. This is a beautiful
Oh, that is
rose.
beautiful.
Oh, this is like, I honestly, I want to keep it for myself.
I would. That is
know.
gorgeous.
This is the prettiest one I have.
That's a beautiful rose quartz. Oh,
I know. And because the ports are, you know, they're a little backed up, it's very hard to get stones right now.
I know.
Very, very hard. So my wholesaler only had maybe 10 left.
Wow.
So I got one for a friend that really wanted one, but the big towers are very hard to come by.
Do they have like rose quartz in raw form?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I do have one. The whiter or the clearer the rose quartz, the better the quality.
Okay.
Which is a little strange, but I love the deep rose quartz, the deep pinks, and they're just beautiful, beautiful stones.
Now, does it make a difference if it's raw or polished, or not really?
You know, that's kind of a controversial topic. It really depends on the person. For me, I actually think more energy radiates out of the raw stones because they haven't been touched as much from others. They haven't been polished with machines. I really feel that the raw form is better.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're not as pretty, but I think they're more powerful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually several. This is rhodochrosite.
Wow.
These are pretty hard to come by. These are a rarer stone, but they do work with the heart chakra.
Okay.
Also at green stones like the malachite, like I said, please don't put this in water. It is not good.
Right, the malachites. Mm-hmm.
Right, and this one you can see all the swirls in it. I mean, it's just such a magnificent stone.
It reminds me of a little bit the tiger's eye has those type of swirls.
Yes, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Another stone for the heart chakra would be emerald. Let me find, there's one in particular that has, well, yeah, this one. This is raw.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love when they're in the raw form.
I know, they're so beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
So pretty.
So with people, so if you're going to use that for the heart chakra, what would that help, like with forgiveness and acceptance and
it's self-love.
Self-love. Mm-hmm.
I know rose quartz is for self-love and attracting love.
Mm-hmm.
So meditating and manifesting with rose quartz can help bring love into your life. Let go of pent-up emotions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we hear is our throat.
Yes,
chakra, which is blue.
Turquoise.
Yeah.
I don't have. I mean, Larimar works with the throat. Chrysocolla works with the throat. I'm trying to think of if I have any that work directly with the throat. I don't think I have any right now. I'm not the biggest fan of blue, but you know what? Maybe I need to work on my throat chakra.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like anything else. It's communication. It's being able to speak the truth.
Blue lace agate.
Oh, wow. That's a nice one. That's a really nice one.
It's just, they're beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful. That one. Wow.
So this works directly with this throat chakra and, opening up the lines of communication, staying calm when speaking. A good stone to boundaries.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good stone to put in your pocket when, say, somebody has a speech they have to do for class or speaking. And
what's the name of that one again?
Blue lace agate or chalcedony. I know a lot of people say chalcedony.
Mm-hmm.
So just light blue stones really correlate. Turquoise, blue howlite. There's a ton. Chrysocolla, hemimorphite. Normally the stone will correlate with the chakra color.
Okay, and then from the throat we move up to the third eye.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes, yes. Which is like a sapphire or.
Yes, sapphires are pretty rare. They're mainly used in jewelry. It's hard you can find like raw form of sapphire, but not many people have sapphire. They normally put it in jewelry because it is a very expensive stone. And
so what would you use? What stone would you use for your third eye then?
Fluorite, charoite,
Okay.
Amethyst, which is everybody's favorite.
Amethyst, yes, it's everybody's favorite, including mine.
And this, I have this beautiful.
Oh, wow.
I know, isn't that?
That is magnificent. I've never seen one like that.
I know, this one's just,
wow.
It has some clear quartz in it, and it's really, on the backside, you can really see.
Yeah, the amethyst.
Oh. It's just so detailed. Yeah, all these are up on the website. I mean, they're just, I want to keep them all.
Well, yeah, I say that to myself many times, but then they have to leave our hands. They need to go to other people.
And that's the beauty of this business, is that they really go to help other people.
So now, and then what do you use for your seventh chakra, which is the crown? You know, it's clear usually quartz. Violet or white or
clear quartz. There's several. Kunzite, which is very popular right now. I do have one piece of amethyst I do want to show, though. This beautiful.
Oh, a heart one. That is beautiful.
Isn't it? I love this. Actually, somebody just bought, I had two, and they bought the other one. It was a deeper purple. The deeper purple is higher quality.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah, real deep purple ones. And those sometimes are hard to come by.
Very hard. It seems that amethyst is getting harder to come by, because it is the most popular, and people know when you think of a stone, most people think of or a crystal, they think of amethyst.
Yeah. You know? Well, yeah, amethyst, your clear quartz, your rose quartz, your citron. What else is there that is the most popular?
Well, fluorite, rose quartz, the tourmaline. Tourmaline's a very popular stone. The selenite. Basically, a lot of the ones we touched on are very popular. Yeah.
Now, a question. I know some people use what do they call the crystal pendulums?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. What? I mean, I have one, and sometimes I'll hold it and I'll ask it a question.
It's so interesting.
If it turns like round, then I know it's true.
I should have brought one and put it in.
Does like that? Yeah, I have it at work actually. So what is the purpose for the crystal pendulums?
So they determine if the chakra is balanced or unbalanced or inactive, or it's very interesting. It picks up on the energy of the chakra. And I tried this on my dad and my mom and Ben, and you can really see where the blocks are, because you can put it, you can see for yourself, you hold one up and it will move the way it wants, and you can write down a question on a piece of paper, and you could say on either side yes or no, and it will swing to that side. Now make sure you cleanse it first and program it to what you ask the crystal the question, and then go in and see if the chakras are blocked, or if you want to answer a certain question, or if you're making the right decision. But don't base whatever you do solely on that.
Well, yeah, because it could be sometimes maybe we're unconsciously moving it, and we want it to go in the right direction. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have one, and occasionally I do use it. Just ask a question. And
do you ever use it on your clients?
No.
But you're so good at determining what's blocked.
Well, that's it. Yeah, just energetically I could feel. What I do is many times for myself, I already know the answer, and so I ask it to see if it's going to be the right one. And I'd say 9 times out of 10, it's right.
Yeah.
So it's pretty accurate.
It works with your intuition.
Do you buy the pendulums in the same area that you buy your crystals?
Yeah, a lot of the crystal stores do sell pendulums.
Is there any?
All forms.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, is there like different colors or?
Yeah, I know a lot of them correlate with certain chakras, like red with the root, orange with the sacral. They do correlate with the chakras. I have a clear quartz and an opalite. Now, opalite is a man-made stone. So because real opal is so rare that it's so hard to get, and it's so expensive.
So I know you buy your crystals in an incredible store, and most people go into a store and they purchase them, but some people buy them on Amazon. Why do you think?
That's why I spoke about
Yeah.
buying crystals on Amazon, especially if you have no experience with them. It could turn out, they hold on to that negative energy and it won't turn out so good for the user. A lot of fakes are sold on Amazon. It would cost you more money to find out if it's fake or real. You're best finding a retailer that sells ethically sourced, authentic crystals, that they stand behind their products. And there's many out there, a lot on Etsy. Etsy is a great way to purchase. And a lot of the Etsy listings have descriptions of the stone, and, you know, just look at the picture. Like on my website, a lot of my stones, I post individual pictures of the stone, and there's a drop down, and whatever stone you see, you can actually pick that individual stone. So whatever correlates with you and you feel like, oh, that's the one for me, like that's the stone you'll get. And I know a lot of people do that on Etsy as well.
Oh, they do. What is your website, by the way? I mean, that would help.
It's mooncitizens.com.
Oh.
And we'll put a link in the bio for you for a discount. Didn't think of that at first, but now it's coming to me. I'd love to help everybody out, and to say they want to get some crystals, I'd love to help them. And
it's the holiday would be ideal.
No,
you know, to give crystals.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just to give crystals to, you know, just to help them.
Who doesn't like crystals? Like, they're such beautiful.
I know. I don't know anyone that doesn't like crystals.
I know. I can understand not liking a piece of clothing, but I mean, every stone here, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Right.
That's very beautiful. And I feel in my heart, it makes a great present, you know, for the holidays and for birthdays.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Just sometimes just to say, I love you, and, you know, I'm your friend. And yeah.
Yeah. My fiance's purchased quite a bit of crystals for me.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah. I used to be so materialistic. It overtook me. And I know a lot of people who are becoming more spiritual, going through a spiritual awakening, to realizing that the earthly goods don't make them happy.
No.
And
what makes me happy are my books.
Exactly.
I like to hold the books and read it. You know,
I know. I do too.
Yeah, my crystals.
Yeah.
My crystals, and I have, you know, I mean, I have crystals everywhere. And I, you know, in my home.
Welcome to my house.
Yeah, to protect my home and to have, you know, just love and light and healing come in. And yeah, I feel they're very, very powerful.
Right. In my house, I put selenite in all four corners of the home.
Is that like a crystal grid or?
Oh, I didn't talk about crystal grids. Yes, it's kind of like a crystal grid. So it keeps the positive energy in and doesn't allow the negative energy to come in.
Yeah, because I have, I think, in my home, clear quartz. I have some amethyst and obsidian in the corners.
Right. That's a good idea for intuition and love and grounding, protection.
Yeah. And for some reason, some of the rooms feel different. And so I put a different, you know, maybe one of the rooms may need rose quartz or just amethyst. So yeah, you once you get to know crystals and purchase them, you know what belongs in your home.
Right. I know it came to me very quickly. I've always kind of struggled in school, but learning about crystals, it was just like I amassed so much knowledge in such a short amount of time. And I obviously think this is part of my life path to teach people about crystals and how they can make you feel better about yourself and keep you protected.
Yeah, I mean, they have a very calming feeling. They help us, as you said, with intuition, with, you know, confidence, with clarity of mind, grounding us and centering us and clearing, you know, energies that do not belong to us.
Yeah,
you know, other people's energies. So so what made you get into this? You know, I don't know if we spoke about that, but it's interesting.
Well, I was very overweight as a teenager, over 300 pounds, and I just didn't feel very good about myself. I'm also a hairstylist and a personal trainer. And the personal training came after a little bit of weight loss, but doing hair, I just felt terrible about myself. I had no energy. I ate junk like pizza, fast food, kept my vibration very low.
Mhm.
When I started exercising and putting healthier foods in my body, I started to feel better. And on that journey, I got the certifications, and I went back to do hair for a short amount of time, and I just realized, you know what, this is not for me. I really love to helping people and making them feel beautiful, but I think what drew me to the crystals is the ability to help heal the inside versus the outside.
Which is so important.
Yeah,
It's-
it's what you do as well.
Yeah, we have to heal the inside in order for the outside to be healed.
Yeah, I had such a great experience with you. I think I met you at CHLI.
Mhm, at the Four Seasons, yeah.
Yes, and I had the fitness package because my dad said, "Oh, maybe you'll like the gym there." It was always a struggle. Like I just hated exercising.
Mm.
And one of your hypnotherapy, I think I saw you first for hypnotherapy, and it was to not eat so much. And then I went back to you maybe a year later, not thinking much of it, and you suggested energy healing, and I really think that was the pinnacle of the start of my healing journey.
Mhm.
I had fallen down the stairs when I was about 15, and I broke or hairline fractures of L4 and L5. And after our session, you kept putting your hand like where the sciatic notches are in the back, and that's where all my pain was. And I hadn't said anything to you.
Oh.
And so you put your hand back there. And then after the session was over, you said, did something happen down there? And I remember telling you that, yeah, I broke that area. Since that day, I've had no pain there.
Oh my, gee whiz.
And my hand to God, it is the absolute truth. I've never had pain in that spot again after your healing.
Wow, it's probably something just needed to be released.
Yeah, it was very painful. And I suffered for maybe 3 or 4 years with the pain.
It's amazing how, well, that's another whole topic, energy healing. But, you know, when we ask divine or God or our angels, our higher self, archangels, spirit guides, loved ones to come in and do the healing for us, because
Right.
sometimes we don't know really what it is that we need, but they do. And it's amazing how they just, you know, if the journey is the healing, then it'll happen.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm very appreciative of that. And
I didn't know that. Okay. Well, thank you.
it was
Well,
a
thank
great
them.
experience. And so when time would go by and I'd think, oh, I should go see Barbara. I'm feeling a little off. And, you know, you've helped me a lot over the years.
Well,
The beauty about what you do is you put things into perspective, and you give me a different outlook on what I'm dealing with. And a lot of the times I can just release that.
yeah, because it's, yeah, we need to not hold on to things that happened yesterday, because they actually do not really serve us purpose. Hopefully we learn from yesterday, you know, but if we hold on to yesterday's sadness and things or pain, how can you possibly live in the moment or do great for the next day?
Yeah,
If we're still stuck in that energy. And I know, you know, your crystals helps do that.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know if I explained how crystals work or not. They basically vibrate at a frequency. Like everything on the planet has energy. Every single thing. Even I remember learning in elementary school that your desk has like vibrating atoms, but you just can't see it. So same with crystals. I mean, God created these beautiful, beautiful crystals, and back in, you know, ancient times, people would use them as healing, for protection. I know the Egyptians used a lot of lapis lazuli, a lot of carnelian, which carnelian is a very popular stone right now with the young ones. It works basically on the sacral chakra, you know, taking away that anxiety. Yeah. So it's, you know, with modern medicine, we've kind of strayed away from it, but I really feel that when you pick up a stone, you can actually feel the vibration.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, like rose quartz, you can feel it's calming. You know, some of the stones you pick up and you can you get a little bit of anxiety. That's not the one for you.
Exactly. So yeah. Well, we could talk about this forever. I gotta have you on the show again.
I would love that.
Yeah. So again, give my listeners your website again.
It's mooncitizens.com, mooncitizens.com. And you can always just send me an email if you have any questions. I'd be glad to help out. Also, Instagram is The Moon Citizens. TikTok is Moon Citizens.
Oh.
I'm slowly getting the Facebook page up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Facebook. Yeah. So yeah. When you get everything up, send that to me, because then, this will air probably right before Thanksgiving, that Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Okay. Yeah. And I recommend, go on Veronica's website, look at these incredible crystals that she has. And oh, wow. That's a beauty. That's a
Aura agate. So this is actually coated with titanium or silver, depending on the stone. I know I have one here that's coated as well.
Oh, I've never seen that like that.
This is a great grounding stone if you do use moldavite.
That is beautiful. So there's you have a lot of rare.
That is my specialty, is rare crystals.
Where people really can't find, but they're very powerful.
Right. Like I know that the young ones really like kunzite. I only have very small pieces, as they are very rare, but yeah. So it's
Moon Crystals.
Moon Citizens.
Oh, Moon Citizens. I know we're talking about crystals. mooncitizens.com.
And also, in a short amount of time here, maybe about a month, I'm going to be starting a wellness blog called Wellness Citizens. And it's going to touch on eating the proper foods associated with blocked chakras and meditation, and what has helped me really get to where I am today.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I started writing the other night, and it just flowed out of me. And I just feel like that's really a part of my journey as well.
Well, yeah, when it flows, then it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So one more time, repeat your website for my listeners.
mooncitizens.com. And please go follow the TikTok, Moon Citizens. And then on Instagram, it's The Moon Citizens, TheMooncitizens.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Boy, I learned a lot today. So.
Did you? I'm so glad. I hope I can bring it to everybody.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this, so that people can learn.
Yeah.
And not be afraid to say, well, maybe I should, get into something like this. So,
yeah,
and thank you so much, for being on my show.
Opportunity.
Oh, my pleasure, believe me. And I want to thank everybody for listening today. And again, a very big thank you to you, Veronica Zimmerman. And I hope that you heard what you needed to hear. And again, thank you for listening, and visit me at my website, motivateyourlife.net. And please visit and subscribe to this YouTube channel, the Spiritual Warrior Coach Podcast. And it's, I would recommend that, I am on Spotify and Apple and Chrome and a lot of other channels. But if you want to see these crystals, you got to visit it on the YouTube channel. So this way you can see Veronica, you can see her crystals, and see how beautiful the collection that she has to offer. So, again, thank you for listening, and have a beautiful week filled with love and with light. Love, Barbara.